And welcome back into the Sports Source. We got Bob Hodge, Jimmy Himes, Michael Spencer, and right down there looking dapper. Mark Pankratz is back with us. That's a good-looking coat, Mark.
Thank you.
Former Memphis basketballer Austin Nichols picked up a lawyer, talked to Memphis, and immediately they walked back all the transfer limitations they'd put on him. Don't know what was said or what was going on there, but he got cleared real quick. He was at Virginia this weekend, or was at least scheduled to be there this past couple of days. It looks like Virginia's in the lead for this guy. Any chance he winds up at Tennessee?
I don't think so. I think he'll end up at Virginia. Tennessee was one of the finalists when he ended up choosing Memphis, which actually was, people thought it was going to be between Tennessee or Virginia when he was first going through the recruiting process. I think he'll end up at Virginia. The big thing is what confirmation he gets as Bennett being there. You know, Bo Ryan, Wisconsin guy, has said this is his last year. Everybody I've talked to in Wisconsin really wants Virginia's head coach, currently Coach Bennett. So if he's not going to be there, it might lean him this way, but I just don't think he'll end up at Tennessee.
Rumors floating around in message boards and on social media and Twitter that Mississippi State is kind of coming out of the shadows and they're making a run for Austin Nichols. You think Mississippi State would have any play here?
Well, they're heavily entrenched in Memphis, it being so close to Memphis. People always got on Tennessee for not getting Memphis kids, but really that's 6.5 hours away. It's much harder to recruit there. Mississippi State's right there, so there would be reason to believe that they got a chance.
All right, let me ask the rest of you guys. Got a couple minutes here for this segment. Everybody else can jump in here. Let's say Austin Nichols goes to Virginia, or let's say even worse, he goes to Mississippi State from a Tennessee perspective. Do Tennessee fans have their first gripe about Rick Barnes? If Rick Barnes doesn't land this guy?
I'm going to say no, because I think the reason Nichols is wanting to leave Memphis is he wants to play the team that's a chance to win at a high level. That's why I don't think he'd go to Tennessee. You have a gripe if he goes to Mississippi State, however, because they don't have a chance to win anything. So if his goal is to go play it somewhere and win at a high level and goes to Virginia, I don't think Tennessee has a gripe.
All right.
Michael. I'm with Jimmy there. I think we give Rick Barnes the benefit of the doubt here if he misses out on Nichols. But you're right. If Nichols goes to Virginia, Tennessee, you probably weren't even in the mix there. If he goes to a place like Mississippi State, then I start, your eyes pop up a little bit. Wait a minute, why did we miss out on this guy? But again, if he goes to Mississippi State, it's a lot closer to home where he is now, where he's established that base. People forget that drive on I-40 is a long drive for families to make to come watch a game.
Bob?
No, I don't think so. Okay. I just don't see how you can ding Barnes for something. I'm giving him a pass until this time next year about most things.
I think I'm good with that. Mark, let me ask you this one. Josh Pastner at Memphis, how much security do you think he has right now?
Very little. I would be surprised. They've had talking about turnover on football. I mean, they've had a bunch of turnover. Memphis is a really, really hard job. It will be interesting, and we'll get to this probably come December time.
We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. I know where you're going.
When Pastner is on the hot seat of they're gonna lay all the cash out for Bruce and Bruce getting back to Memphis. I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, and the Auburn emails came in. He would never leave Auburn. He loves Auburn. No one would go to Memphis. You're just trying to stir it up. Memphis comes open, you're going to hear a lot of Bruce Pearl talk. Just get ready for it, Auburn fans. Send me all the ugly emails you want. All right, when we come back, you know how Tennessee led the SEC in stipend money that they could give out to athletes? Alabama was way down the list. They were way down the list. We'll discuss how they've changed things. Come on back to the Sports Source.